So one of the most common questions I get about selling print on demand is if you successfully sell an order through Printify, where does the money come from in order for them to send it off, ship it, and send it to the customer? Now, I'll try to keep this really short, but I'll explain the process that I use and I did use in my store, which I used to make about $300 a week from print on demand products. So if someone makes a sale through your Etsy store with a print on demand product, you will get the whole entire sale amount, including the shipping, into your Etsy. But there is one thing to know, which is the payment does go into something called an Etsy reserve in your payment account until the order goes out with a tracking order. Essentially what that means is that if you sell something for $50, Etsy isn't just going to give you that $50 until it's confident to know that you've actually sent it off to the client. So once you've made a sale and you go into Printify and you click submit order, it has to come out of one account. Usually this was money that I set aside from profits I was already making off my digital prints, and I'll show you kind of what that looked like. So I just always had a bank account set up that was called Etsy, and then once a week, every Monday, when Etsy would send me all my funds that were cleared from print on demands and ones that were sent off with the tracking order, it would go into that account, and then when I was submitting an order to pay the production fees from Printify, it was also coming to that account. So it was none of my real money, and it was all the profit I was making from Etsy. God, I'm really bad at keeping these under a minute. So in a way, the money does come out of an Etsy order that you've made, but Printify doesn't take it out of your Etsy funds. They run independently. So you do have to have some kind of money to pay for the production costs, but then know that you will be keeping the profit and you will be getting them from Etsy. The only downside is you might be out of pocket for like a week until you get the Etsy payments out. Printify does usually ship between 1 and 3 days and sends you the tracking order, and that updates to Etsy automatically, so you don't have to do anything there, and I never had an issue with anything being delivered from them.